Well, thanks, Brad. I appreciate you taking a few minutes. And like your friend said, I'm only going to take probably 8 minutes of your time right now. And the main reason we like to do it like this, even though I'm just going to draw it out, we value your time, value our time. And I know in 8 minutes, I can give you enough information to allow you to go, is this something you would like to see more of? And if not, great. If so, wonderful. We can do some Q&A. Is that cool?
Yeah.
So the best way I like to start this is to simply ask you a question. Are you familiar with Sam's and Costco?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you realize there was over 123 million people have bought a membership to those two stores?
I had no idea.
I didn't either. That is mind-boggling. But all that should tell you and I is that people are willing to pay a membership fee to a store, even though you can go into Walmart and Target and Tom Thumb for free. They're willing to buy a membership there because the prices are lower. These companies are buying in bulk and driving the price down. Our company looked at that business model years ago and went, that's a brilliant business model. How cool would it be if we could do it with vacations? Brad, we have done it. We have created a concept called Dream Trips. And with Dream Trips, we can get you on cruises for as low as $69. We can get you on all-inclusives to the Caribbean and Mexico for as low as $185. We have over 2,000 plus vacations in the next 12 months for you to choose from. These are vacations like a 4-day, 3-night getaways to a 14-day African safari to all-inclusives, like I said, to cruises, to trips to the Great Wall of China, to Europe, to Asia. Guaranteed tickets to every major sporting event. I'm talking the NBA Finals, Super Bowl, World Series, NCAA, the Final Four, Kentucky Derby, anything you can think of, guaranteed tickets. So instead of me taking the next 5 hours and going through all the vacations, and I can always show you after some of our trips, but the reason I don't have to go through them all is we have come up with a guarantee that basically states when you become a Dream Trip member, if you book any one of these vacations, if you go out and find that trip for less, even by 1 penny, our company will reimburse all your money and send you on that vacation for free.
Wow.
Brad, when I heard that, I was blown away. So let me ask you this question. Brad, if this was real, if you could take cruises for as low as $69, all-inclusives at these crazy prices, and just know the rest of your life, every time you booked a Dream Trip, it was the guaranteed lowest price or it was free. If that was real, would you do it?
Yeah.
Dude, me, you, and now over 900,000 people have bought this membership. Last month alone, over 80,000 memberships were sold. It's the #1 travel company in the world, and it's growing at a crazy pace. Here's the second part, which is incredible. Are you aware that 98% of all travel is booked on the internet?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, companies like Expedia, Travelocity, Orbitz, Priceline, all those companies. Well, how cool would it be if every time you book travel, you get paid?
Be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, no one else is going to pay you. So we have created that concept. It's called Rovia. This is our travel booking company. We own this technology. This is our booking engine. And if you become a member, when you become a member, every single time you book travel, we're going to pay you a commission. Now, not in the form of cash, but in the form of travel money that you can use to pay down these vacations even further. I remember thinking, okay, that's kind of cool. My wife and I do a little bit of that. I'll call it a la carte travel, a hotel here or there. We might get a rent-a-car, that kind of thing. If you're going to pay me for it, I'm all cool with that. Here's the other part that grabbed my attention. Do you by chance ever do any kind of online shopping?
Yeah.
Okay, it's becoming very, very popular. Our company, with your membership, will give you an online shopping mall with over 1,400 retail stores. These are stores like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, JCPenney, Victoria's Secret, GNC, any store you can probably think of, and 1,000 you've probably never even heard of. Every time you want to buy something online, you're going to go into your membership site, into bestbuy.com, walmart.com, and every time you purchase, we're going to give you a percentage back, not in cash again, but in the form of travel money that'll buy your vacations down even further. We have people now using this online shopping mall to buy what they're going to buy anyway. Some of these people are getting their vacation paid for every year by doing something they're already doing. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is part of the membership. There is a lot more bells and whistles, but this is our core product. My wife and I saw that. We fell in love with the idea of saving money on what we love to do. When they showed me how much it was, I was blown away. It is only $300 one time and $100 a month to have access to all this. Here's the best part. When you become a member, the day you join, that $300, we give it right back to you immediately to apply toward any of our vacations over the next 12 months. In essence, you don't have any risk. You can't lose your money there. Just go on a vacation. The $100 you're paying a month, at the end of 12 months, you'll have paid $1,200. On your anniversary date, we'll take that $1,200, give it right back to you again next year to apply toward more dream trips. When my wife and I saw that, especially my wife, she's like, oh my gosh, for these prices, we could take 2 or 3 vacations a year instead of one. So I knew hook, line, sinker, we were sold on the membership. Here's the part that blew me away. This is optional. But the guy sharing it with me that day, he looked at me and he said, Sean, let me ask you a question. Do you think you have some friends that would love to pay wholesale for their vacation instead of retail?
Yeah.
I remember I kind of smiled and I'm like, well, yeah. And he said, how cool would it be if I paid you a commission every time you showed your friend how to save money on travel? I'm like, that'd be very cool. He goes, Sean, we have it. It's called a representative business system. For a one-time payment of $99 and only $11 a month, he said, every time you refer your friend to buy a membership and they buy one, we'll pay you a commission. I thought, that's cool. Everybody I know loves to travel. I show my friend how to save money. He's going to pay me for it. I thought, cool. I'll start making a secondary income stream just referring people to this product. Here's what grabbed my attention. He said, Sean, what if we paid you leveraged income? And I went, well, what do you mean exactly? He goes, well, you're familiar with how a broker and a real estate agent relationship works. And I said, kinda, sorta. He goes, well, if you were a broker and you had 10 real estate agents, every time the agent sold a home, they make 3%. You as the broker get a 3% override. And that kind of grabbed my attention. I'm like, if I understand, so everybody that I refer that buys the product, if they decide to become a rep and they market a membership, you'd get an override. I remember going, okay, now that's kind of cool. I finally saw a way I could start to buy some of my time back. Then here's where he really grabbed my attention. He said, Sean, we will also pay you a residual income for the rest of your entire life on every membership that's sold that you refer, the people that join. If they refer people to the membership and they refer, and they refer, and they refer, and it can go all over the globe, all the way around the world, and you could make money 24 hours a day through every single time zone, even when you sleep. When I saw this as a business owner, I sat back and I went, this is the most unbelievable concept I've ever seen in my life. I was time broke. I began to do this concept in less than a year's time. I walked away from a 6-figure income, bought my life back. Less than a year later, my wife came home from work. The last several years, my wife and I take about 8 or 9 vacations a year, completely paid for by this idea, and my wife and I and kids have all the time in the world. It's been an unbelievable thing for us. Let me ask you a question. If this whole thing was real, travel the rest of your life at wholesale, do things you're already doing, buy your vacations down lower, refer your friends to a product that will enhance their life and save them money on what they love to do. If this whole thing was real, would you do it?
Of course.
Yeah, everybody does. This whole product, if you did the entire amount, is right only $511 and $111 a month. Only $11 is really your risk. And here's the best part of all. If we read, they just rolled out a program not too long ago called Refer For and Pay No More. What they're basically saying, Brad, you refer 4 your friends who buy the membership, 4 your friends who'd rather pay wholesale than retail for travel. The moment 4 members are paying, doesn't matter if it's a day, a week, a month, 6 months, 4 people are paying for that membership, we'll wipe out your fees to zero. We'll wipe out these fees to zero. Here's the best part. Even though you're paying no monthly fee, Dream Trips will still take the $100, put it into your Dream Trip account every month. On your anniversary date, they will pay you $1,200 to go on vacation, yet you're not paying anything. So I'm just going to wrap up and ask you a real simple question. If this was real, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Welcome to the team, baby.